What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a review of Triangle of Sadness, a new movie from Ruben Östlund. Okay, so Triangle of Sadness is about a kind of influencing couple. One's a model, one's an influencer on TikTok, Instagram, whatever you want to call it. They decided they get invited to go on a cruise of a bunch of rich people, and things do not go well, and it leads to certain events, which I don't want to spoil because I want people who really want to see this movie to check it out. So this movie is from the director of The Square and Force Majeure. It's a movie that definitely has some huge takedowns of societal norms, of shifting culture, of the fact that chaos, when it consumes the person, it doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, or whatever. You will always find a way to keep that classism. You always find a way to keep it. It also takes down how rich people, in essence, the people who had the power, will always find a way to keep that power, even under dire circumstances. And it's also just a movie that is just complete chaos incarnate. And I will say I love 90% of this movie. It's when it gets close to the end of the movie. I can definitely say I'm not entirely on board with it. Especially the ending, I felt was, I knew what the director was doing. I knew what the actors were doing. I think it's Donna DeLeon is fantastic in the movie. She ends up popping up like way late into the movie, but you get her point of view and you kind of see where her character arc goes. Harrelson Dickinson is in this movie as the male model. Of course, unfortunately, as we know, Charlbi, who plays the influencer model, she did pass away. Really, really sad to talk about. But yeah, this movie it was interesting. It was not, it went places I was not expecting to go. It definitely is dealing with how rich view the poor, and how when things change and shift, it just stays the same. And it doesn't matter if there's a catastrophe. It doesn't matter if there's, not a catastrophe. It's always going to be people want power, and the way they use that power and the way they treat others with that power. It's an indictment. It sure is. I found it pretty powerful stuff. Like I said, Ruben Östlund is a pretty interesting director when it comes to his material. If you're watching Square, you know what he's capable of doing. I just don't think it was his best film. I think The Square, and I think even Force Majeure is still a better film. It definitely has some interesting messages. This movie it goes in three or four chapters, and it's like, holy cow. It's like 2.5 hours long, and you're just like, wow. But like I said earlier, I think the ending just kind of, it falls flat, as these movies do when they're trying to spread a message. Maybe he just ran out of time. I don't know what's going on, but overall, I think the performances are really good. I think they're really well done. I think it's really well shot. Woody Harrelson's in this movie. I think he's interesting. His character dynamic and how he looks at the people on the boat is pretty funny. And the cast and crew, the main characters that you see throughout them, including like the Russian poop salesman and the guy who's very lonely, you see kind of how their characters play out and stuff like that, and it's really interesting. And like I said, it focuses on one set of characters and then just kind of shifts to where they become more of just kind of the whole instead of the actual main characters. So overall, if you like these types of movies, if you like Ruben's material and his content, his directorial style, I think give it a shot. But there you go. That's my take on this film, Triangle of Sadness. Oh, man. Sometimes you see films that just shock you and stuff like that. So, anyways, without further ado, that's going to be my take on Triangle of Sadness. Thank you so much for watching. As I always say, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top. The fun's coming next. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next review in my car. Peace out, guys.